Hello, it's Kate Bolt, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the UK. I'm back for another Scrapbook Sunday. Welcome to my channel. I've got a fun bit of memory keeping for you today. It's not a 12 by 12 layout, but it is a kind of little mini album. You'll see. I just thought this was a bit of fun. It's a great way to use up your scraps, and it's just a little bit different and something you can keep. So it's been ages since I made anything like this, and I thought it'd be fun to try again. So I've got a piece of 6 by 12 cardstock to start off with, and so a bit of 12 by 12 I've cut in half. It's a black one. It's going to go with the papers I've chosen. So you could make 2 from one 12 by 12 sheet. I'm going to cut it in half to make 2 6 by 6 pieces. All right, so we know they're 6 by 6, so I am going to put a line down the center with my scoring blade at 3 inches, so that's in half, and the other way, so that's in quarters. Okay, so now I've got I've got 4 quarters, 2 lines. I'm going to pop it back in my trimmer, and I'm going to do 1 score line. So I've got it like a diamond shape, if you like, and I'm going to take it from point to point, and I'm going to do that once. I'm not going to do it both, just the once, okay? And I'm going to do exactly the same on the other piece of cardstock. So just repeat it all over again, like so. Right, this was going to go in here. Oh, the cat's coming in and meowing at me. It's quite late in the evening here. I've been batch making videos today, so the light isn't as good, but I need to get this done so that I've got videos to go up while I'm away for your inspiration. So I do apologize if the light isn't as great as it normally would be. Okay, so now I have got my pieces made. Black isn't the best in poor light, is it? So I'm going to fold it. The other problem with doing so many projects at once is that everything goes missing in the pile. So I'm now looking for my bone folder, but not to worry. I'm going to make sure these creases are sharp, and then we're going to fold it back the other way. And then when you did that score line there, you're going to do that one as well, so they're all the same. Okay, we're going to do this one as well. This is a really simple, fun thing to do. You might just like to do, and put photographs in it. Okay, let's go back the other way, like that. So now you've got this kind of idea. It's almost like those things that you used to make when you were children, and then you glue them all together and do it with your hands. I don't know what they were called, but I bet some of you are shouting at the video going, it's called that, whatever that was. So you've got 2, and they fold into a square, which is super satisfying. Well, there's my bone folder. It is really useful for this project to make it sit flat, because you've got so many folds going on there. Okay, so what you'll find is you have a line here. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 squares, and what I'm going to do is glue this square to this square. So I'm going to do that now. I'm going to put some of my Tombow multi-purpose adhesive in the middle of this one, and pop it on. Now make sure you don't go over the score lines, because you need to be able to close it together. So pop that in there like that. Give it a second to stick. It only takes a minute, and then we should be able to close it in. So you've still got a square. How cool is that? Then it opens like this. Now, well, I made this as a card years ago. This was a fun card with pretty papers in, and that was all, and sentiments. But to be fair, I was thinking about this the other day, and I thought that would be great to put photographs in. So this was my idea. Make it into a little kind of a mini book. So I've got my black cardstock, and I was looking at what papers I would like to decorate it with, and I've got the animals, the zoo, Zany Zoo. Now these are fun. I have used these to absolute death this year. They're in the Stampin' Up annual catalogue, and all these little cute people, figures, animals, I've cut out and used on all sorts of cards. I've made mini albums, all sorts of things. Today I'm going to use the other side. So I'm going to use the black and white side because it's going to go with my project, and it also gives me more kind of options. So I think I'm going to go, I'm quite tempted to go with this, but I'm not sure about if the direction might interfere with it. So I think I will go with those two. Right, so I know that my squares, where's that ruler of mine? Are they 3 inches? I can't remember. So 3 inches because it's a 6-inch square. So I need to make my paper squares 2 3/4 inches. Okay, so 2 3/4 inches. I'll do 3 squares. 1, 2, this is such a simple, fun thing to do. Really like it. So I've got 3 squares. So if you can see, I've got 3 here going across. And then these have all got lines in, but I'm going to put a different coordinating one here. So I think I'm going to go with, I do want to go with that, but I think the lines might go the wrong way. So I'm going to go with this one, 2 3/4 inches again. And I'll need 4 of these. So if you've got lots of your patterned papers and small pieces that you'd like to get used up, this is a great project for that. It's a nice little thing to give to a friend. You can have photographs of yourself with your friend, or it could be, you know, grandchildren, give to the grandparents, or Mother's Day, Mothering Sunday, or whatever you could give this for. Or the other thing I'm going to do is cut these again, because I've got a crease down the middle of here. Now I could crease it with it, but that would pull it. So I'm going to cut it down the middle. So I am going to put my corner to corner in the runner, make sure they're both lined up well. And then I'm going to cut through with my cutting blade. Make sure it's right in there. So every one of those, because I've got four like that. Can't see what you can see. Right, okay, there we go. Then we're going to glue them all in. And then it's just a matter, once you've decorated it, we're going to pop some ribbon to close it, and we're going to pop our photographs in. Okay, so I'm going to do some sticking. See all the little creatures on the back. It would be quite a fun one to put them in there, actually, wouldn't it? So you can see it's just 1/4 inch smaller to give myself a nice border around it. So fun. Right, okay, so those are in. The next thing is, did I mix all these up? I think I did. So let's have a look. They need to kind of match, don't they? Because otherwise they won't. That was silly. Right. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Yeah. At least they're the right way up. Yeah, that matches. That will do. As long as they're the right way up, because otherwise it'll look very strange. So pop them on. Because there is a line down the middle of them, you wouldn't notice if they didn't match. But if they were the wrong way up, you would. Okay, so make sure you've got room for your crease. There we go, that's an exact match. I suppose process of elimination, it will be getting less to choose from in a minute. This is really cute, I like this. I'd forgotten about this project. I think it was one of the first cards I ever made that was not just a standard card, you know, fun fold. There we go. Nearly there. Last ones. Yep. Make sure I've got enough glue on there. Okay, there we are. So once it's glued, we need to make sure that it still all folds together, because obviously there's a bit more layer in there now. Ooh, something's falling about. Oh, that is on the crease a little bit. I can tell it's not folding very well. Let's give it a little bit of a crease over. That should help it. I think I put too much glue on it. And then bring that one in. And you have it. Lovely. That's super cute. So we've got that now. So the next thing I'm going to do, I think, is find a piece of paper to go on the front. Yeah, front and back. Let's have a look. So different one. I've got all of these. I've got some other pieces in this plastic wallet. Oh, this is nice, but I don't think it's big enough. What's on the front of that? Party animals. Yeah, I think I'm getting to the end of this paper. So I think I'm going to go with this. I might go with this again. Not going to be big enough, or I could go with this. I think I'll go with this. This is nice, and I wanted to use it, didn't I? So 2 3/4 inches as well, and I need 2 of these, one for the front and one for the back. Okay. Right, I'm going to grab some ribbon. This is one of my favourites. I've got a whole reel of it. I've got some lengths of it here. This is the black and white checked gingham ribbon that is super useful for everything, seems to be. I am going to put some of this on here, like that. Does it matter which way is the front, I wonder? No, of course not, they're both the same. So I'm going to put this one on the front. So let's glue that one in. You can take more time over yours. Actually, let's make sure we have it the right way up. Have you ever done something and it's been the wrong way up? I have. That is buckling down the bottom. Yes, it's too close to the edge. I might have to trim it. Right. So pop it on like that. So we've got that one on there. And then I think this bit might be long enough. So let's have a look. Yeah, I think so. It's a bit stingy. I could use the bigger piece, but I think it'll do. Okay, so I might use the bigger piece. Ooh. So what I'm going to do is get my piece of ribbon. Decide how long I want it to be. So I'll just use the whole thing and then I can chop some off. Right, I'm going to put my piece here and there. And then pop it over the back actually. I think that's a better plan. And then the piece of paper on the top. So that's how you hold your ribbon on. Glue it in place with your paper. Hold it for a sec. And then we are gonna tie it together. I have got very gluey fingers. So there you go, you have your ribbon. You'll probably do a better job than I will, tying it together, and you need to trim it. I am very gluey, which is impeding me. Okay, so I'm going to take this off. We'll tie it up much more neatly in a minute. And I'm just going to open it out and we're going to look at one of the edges is too far over and that's what's causing it. So maybe it's slightly too big, it's ruckling. So I might just take that off and replace that so it folds a little bit more nicely. So I'll show you my test one that I made earlier on with a tiny bit of ribbon because that's what I had to hand. I made exactly the same as that one. It folds a lot easier, so obviously didn't overdo it with my I didn't overdo it with my paper. And I've got some lovely photographs here of when we were on holiday. We were in Disney World, and yeah, I'm just going to pop them in. It's just a bit of fun. It's just bringing back some lovely memories of when we were away. So I'm going to glue those in there, and then I'm probably going to decorate it a little bit more at a later date and put some bits and pieces in here and some stamping and maybe some stickers. Let's have a look. So I'm going to pop that one in right in the middle. And we have a tradition now when if we're in Disney World, we like to go when we can. I know, right? We're a bit of a Disney family, to be fair. Our first day, if we possibly can, we like to go over to the Polynesian hotel and have an Ohana's breakfast. And our three children were messing about. Not anything, you know, they were just having fun. And it was just a lovely moment, considering they're all pretty grown. It was just lovely. And every time I see these photos, it reminds me. And that's the lobby of the Polynesian there. I love it. Right, let's have a look in here. These are our memories and more cards. And I've been using them a lot. I bought this pack and I didn't know if I would use them. I was very attracted to them, but then I didn't know if I would use them, and I've actually used them tons. It's crazy how much I have used them. I'm looking for the sticker sheets though, and I was using them just now, so they can't be far away. There's some of them, but there are some black stickers in there, I think. I've put them over here because I'm going to decorate my other album with them too. Right, so we've got happy, smile today, all sorts going on. Love lots of things. So I might use some of these just to decorate this little mini album. Cute, isn't it? So, love this. I like that. Now, if I had made this photo the right size, I could have put it in a frame, but I don't think I have. I think it's slightly too big. That is worth thinking about. I think that's what I'll do next time. Happy. Now let's have a look on the front of this album. So we know it's going to close like this. Oh, I didn't put any designer series paper on the front. I just put it on the back where the ribbon is. And it's opening upside down for where I put my photos, but that's because it's that kind of direction. You can't change that really. But I think what I'm going to do is a nice butterfly, but I think that's too big. I think I'm going with happy. I'm desperate to use this happy. Happy. And what else have we got? I've used lots of the flowers, but there's lots left on this one, look. Today, smile, happy. I'll cut this one up. I think I'm going to use these. I don't think I want to put a lot of colour on it because it's very black and white, and I think the gold is enough. So what have we got? Sweet memories. Got love, happy. We have a label. They're cardstock. How nice is that? So what I can do, will that lift? It won't, and I don't want to mess it up. So what we're going to do is pop that here. I'm going to write Florida on there and the date that it was. And that's going to go there. And then I can ribbon it up in the middle. How fun are these little albums? I can keep one of those in my handbag, and I can always have my children close. And those fun memories of when we were away on our holiday. That's super cute, isn't it? I really like that. So, you know, we can continue to decorate it as much as we want. So this is funny. They were laughing. I could put smile on here. Make sure it doesn't go on the fold. See, these are lovely. These little, they're almost rose gold. Pull it right to the edge. Happy. So if you're not keen, I love the colours in these memories and more cards. But if you aren't keen, you know, you can use all of these ones as well. I can write the date in there. That will be super useful to write when it was. So many nice things to use. Okay, I think I'm done. I think I'm really happy with the way that fun little album has turned out. So a template for a card I turned into a little memory keeping album. I hope you've enjoyed it along with me today for my Scrapbook Sunday, and that you might be inspired to have a go. I will be back next Sunday with another project for you. Yeah, probably some 12 by 12 layouts, but I hope you've enjoyed seeing me have a bit of fun with something smaller, and you might be inspired to try it. And thank you for watching. Thank you so much for watching. If you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing. That really helps get my video suggested to people who might be interested. And also, if you click that little bell down below, it will give you notifications of when I upload a video so you don't miss anything. If you like any of the products I've used, they're all available in my Stampin' Up! Online shop. And all of the links are in the description box down below. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think of this fun little album. I really love it. I hope you do too. I'll see you next time. Thanks so much.